This video is going to be the second part of the video series in which we are discussing about the various homophones that always confuse us. Before beginning, if you have not watched the previous part, I would highly suggest you watch that one and then come back. If you have already watched, then welcome. My name is Rahul Mehndiratta. Let's start the IELTS classes. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about the next top 10 homophones. These are the words which I have picked up from the everyday life, and we often confuse ourselves whenever we have to choose between which word to write in which circumstance. Without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the discussion of the homophones. So the words which have taken the first spot on this list are weak and weak, and the words are spelled as W-E-E-K and W-E-A-K. What's the difference and where should we use which word? Let's get a clear understanding of this. W-E-E-K. This is referred to a period of 7 days, just like whenever we are calling next week, next month. This week that I'm talking about is W-E-E-K. I'll give you a very simple example which will make it even more clear. A very special guest is coming to our institution next week. He will be giving us some insights about meditation. So the next word is W-E-A-K. This means lacking the ability to perform in something which requires a lot of physical or mental effort. The following example can simplify what it means and where should we use this word. Our body becomes very weak if we do not provide the necessary nourishment to it. The words which have taken the second spot on this list are stare and stare. The words are spelled as S-T-A-I-R and S-T-A-R-E. So S-T-A-I-R. This means a set of steps which lead us from one floor of a building to another. Example, we must always use the stairs in case of an emergency situation. The second word, S-T-A-R-E, means looking at something continuously with our eyes wide open, just like I am looking at you right now. This is known as stare. Example, everyone was staring at the beautiful yellow Lamborghini parked outside my gym. So the words which have taken the third spot on this list are R-O-L-E and R-O-L-L. What's the difference and what are the examples we can discuss? R-O-L-E. This means a part which is played by a person in a particular situation or even a particular movie. So what's the example for this? A teacher plays a very important role in guiding the students to become the best version of themselves. The next word is R-O-L-L. This word is also pronounced as the previous one, which was roll. But what makes this word different from that one? The difference is R-O-L-L means something which is moving around an axle, or it can also be known as a cylinder which is formed by winding up flexible material around a tube. The examples for this word are the car wheels roll around the axle. Example number 2. There is a roll of curtain cloth lying in the storeroom. The words which have taken the fourth spot in this list are P-A-I-N and P-A-N-E. Now both of the words are pronounced as pain. What's the difference between them? If we don't understand this thing, then it can be a pain for us. So let's elaborate. So the first pain, that is P-A-I-N. This means an unpleasant sensation, and I think we all have experienced this. We call it as pain and we tell the doctor that we are having pain. We are having pain in our stomach. We are having a headache. Ache is also another word for pain. Let's give you a very simple example for the word P-A-I-N. Manya has been having a lot of pain in her neck since last night. So the next word is P-A-N-E. How does this differ from the previous word which was P-A-I-N? Because both the words are pronounced as pain. P-A-N-E. This means a single sheet of glass in a window or a door. There are many offices and there are many buildings which have a very long glass, and it's a single piece of glass which we often refer to as P-A-N-E. That's pain. I'll give you a very simple example which we all can relate. The new glass pane matches completely with the yellow interior of this place. We are already halfway through the video. It seems like time is running very fast, and whenever we talk about running fast, how can we not speak about horse? And yes, the words which have taken the fifth spot on this list are H-O-R-S-E and H-O-A-R-S-E. Now both of the words are pronounced as horse. So what's the difference between the two words and how can we decide which word we are going to use in which place? Let's elaborate. HORSE. We all know this. It's a four-legged animal. As all of us already know what HORSE is, I'll not be giving you a very general example for this, but I'll be talking about an example which only the people who love astrology can relate to. For anyone who is a believer of astrology, a horse represents Ashwini. So the second word is HOARSE. Now, how does this differ from HORSE? Let's elaborate. HOARSE means when we sound very rough, and this is due to a sore throat. Just like I'm speaking to you right now, I hope you can hear me very clearly, but if I had a sore throat, you wouldn't be able to listen to me or hear me very properly or very clearly. And a very simple example, as always, I will be presenting to make it more clear to all of us. As she was shouting and cheering for the team, her voice became very hoarse. FOR and FOUR. Both of the words are pronounced in a very similar manner, which is for or four. I don't think I need to give you a very clear explanation on this, so I'll just touch it very quickly. FOR means whenever we are in favor of something. And the example for this, I will always be there for you. Just tell me when you need any help. So the second word, which is FOUR, is only differentiated by a single letter, which is U. This U letter makes the words totally apart from each other in terms of their meanings. FOUR is referred to as 4 in the numerical characters that we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I really don't think that I need to give you an example for that, and we will move on to the next homophone now. So the words which have taken the 7th place on this list are AIR and HEIR. Both of the words are pronounced as air. So what's the difference between the two words? AIR, as we all know, is used to refer to the air that we breathe in, and this is very important for us to live. Because I am bound by the compliance which I have set for my videos, I will be giving an example for this as well, and the example is going for a morning walk in a park gives our body the fresh air it requires to perform at its best. So the second word, which is HEIR, is pronounced in the same manner as the last word, which was AIR. So how does this differ? Let's elaborate. Very big difference in the words. I'll tell you this. And the meaning of this word is a person who becomes entitled to a person's property or possession when the other person passes away. Very simple example which can make it more clear to us if anybody of us has a doubt. The main reason a lot of people want to have a boy as their child is because they want an heir to their family legacy. Stationery and stationery. Now, I'm saying the two words, it sounds exactly the same, but the words are spelled in a different manner and the words are having totally different meanings. And by totally, I mean poles apart. They are in no way connected with each other. Let's elaborate. STATIONARY is used to refer to something which is not moving, something which is still. Now I'll give you a very simple example which will make the meaning of stationery within NARY more clear to us. This red car has been stationary since the past 2 months. STATIONERY. So there's not a big difference in the two words. There's only one letter which is different in the two words, and that's E and A. In the first word, we spelled STATIONARY, and in this one, we are spelling it as STATIONERY. So this means the material which we use in our offices and in the schools for writing and learning. Stationery is something which every child and even grown-ups have with them, and the example is always make sure to check your stationery before leaving for your school. For everybody who's watching this video and you are an adult, make sure you replace the word school with office or your workplace. Profit and profit are the words which have taken the 9th spot. Now you must be wondering, hey Rahul, you just said the exact same word 2 times. I know it sounds like this, but trust me guys, I didn't say the same word twice. What I meant to say was PROFIT, profit, and PROPHET, profit. Let's get to the meaning of the two words with some examples. Profit. This is typically referred to as a financial gain. In the business terms, we usually measure how successful we are by calculating the profit that we have earned. He earned a lot of profit in his recent deal with the supermarket giant Coles. So the second word, which sounds the same as profit but is having a totally different meaning, is prophet. And this is referred to a person who is regarded as the proclaimer of the will of God. There comes a very famous prophet in the church I go to on the weekends. The last two words, principle and principle. Both of the words are pronounced in a totally similar manner. Principal. P-A-L. What's the meaning of the word which has P-A-L in the end? So there are two meanings of this word. And the meanings are a person who comes first in the order of importance. This can be referred to as the principal of the college, the principal of the school. And there is also a second meaning to this word, initial amount, which is invested by anybody in a particular deal or in a particular situation. The principal amount. I'll give you two very simple examples for each of the meaning that I just stated. The principal will be addressing all the students in the auditorium later this afternoon. He made such a good investment that the principal amount he invested was doubled in 2 years. So the second word is Principle. This word ends with PLE, and this is something which is a fact. Principles are referred to as facts. Don't make too many assumptions. There are many scientific principles which can prove you wrong. I hope in future, whenever you encounter these words, you won't have any confusion. So these were the next 10 homophones in the list of 50 homophones that we all have planned together to discuss on this channel. I know you must be wondering that why is Rahul talking about such simple things in his recent videos? But let me tell you guys that I'm not just talking about anybody out there. I'm talking about myself. I was very much confused when I used to write principle and principle. My mind just went blank whenever I needed to decide. So whenever I searched online, I never got any help from any video. And I am a kind of person who remembers something very quickly whenever I see it in a form of a video or whenever I listen to something instead of just reading or writing it. This is why I'm making this video, because there are a lot of people who need this. There are a lot of children who will be needing this in the future. I'm just not thinking short term, I'm going for the long term. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll be soon coming with the next part in which we will be discussing about the next 10 homophones. I'm not really worried about the destination. It's the journey that I'm enjoying with you guys, and I really hope you too are enjoying the same. This is Rahul Mehndiratta, Master Your Wiles, signing off.